This is a warning. Good morning. I am going to say that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever part of the world you happen to be setting your notifications from this morning. I am still in vacation mode. I will be all dolled up maybe one time this week, but I'm chilling today. I need you to do yourself a favor, not me, because this is not about me. I need you to do you a favor right now. If you have never heard anything that I have said as a pastor, as a wife, as a mother, as a friend, I need you to tag somebody in your family, in your friendship circle. When this goes off, I need you to stick it in somebody's inbox, because I'm going to give you a warning. Now, a lot of people are like, okay, she walks with the entire mandate or mantle as a mouthpiece of God, but this ain't from God. Not this. Unfortunately, I'm going to give you some hard truth. Even God gives you hard truth, but right now, I'm going to talk to you from the perspective of a human being. So now that we have cleared the air and there's no titles, everybody get comfortable. This is the warning that I'm going to give you. I'm going to point and I'm going to tell you, while you sticking this in people's inbox and while you sharing this, I want to speak to everybody who has taken you for granted. This warning is for them. Y'all better stop taking people for granted. Y'all better stop taking good people for granted. It's not going to end well for you. It's not going to end well for you. I'm saying this to you right now. Yeah, you right here. I'm paying attention. Turn it up. You better stop taking people for granted. You better stop taking good people for granted. There's some good people. Okay, am I in the vein right now? Am I talking right? If I am, just go ahead and give us a thumbs up. All right? Come on. Everybody has been there. You a good person. I want to talk to all of you ungrateful people that's taking good people for granted. It ain't going to end well. It's not going to end well because eventually at some point in time, they're going to get tired of you taking them for granted. Okay, see, bam. Okay, everybody that's logging on late, bam, there you go. Everybody is tired. People are getting bone tired of you taking them for granted. There are people, unfortunately, who are on here who are feeling not my pain, but we all in this together, right? Everybody is walking this thing called life, walking it out as quickly or humbly as you can. You better stop taking your wife for granted. You better stop taking your mother for granted. You better stop taking your husband for granted. You better stop taking your leaders for granted. You better stop taking the co-worker that be covering for you at work for granted. You better stop taking your mother for granted, children. You better stop taking your nana. Okay, people crying. I ain't got no tissue, so I'm going to just do it the old-fashioned way. Stop taking good-hearted people for granted, because it ain't going to end well. You want to know why you always at the short end of the freaking stick, 2,000 people under the sound of my voice? Because it's not them, it's you. When you take good people for granted and then you wonder why the rabbit got the gun, you're going to realize it wasn't no fun. You have to understand that people get tired. They really want you to win. They want you to win. Your mother wants you to win. Your father wants you to win. Your wife wants you to win. Your husband wants you to win. And most good-hearted people, you're giving from a place that's not, it's not unusual, because people who are good-hearted give from a different place. You cannot pee on me and tell me it's raining. That's a book for all y'all that think I'm being vulgar. I like to read sometime. Your mother is doing all she can, and you can't even appreciate her by helping paying the bills, and your ass is grown living up in her house. Oh no, remember, I'm talking to you from the perspective of a human being right now. You can't even you can't even have the sense and sensibility to say, I'm living a life of poverty. Gosh, people who are broke, impoverished, sometimes it's you. It's you, because instead of saying, I'm going to do the right thing, I'm going to ride the backs of those that are givers and milk them jokers till they ain't got nothing left. No, I'm not going to get a job. So now you saying, gimme. People who have this gimme mentality, gimme got you here, but gimme cannot make you stay. Most people who are taking you for granted, they're about to lose the best thing that they ever rolled upon. Because they take, let me tell you something. I got a call this morning. It vexed my spirit. And I'm not on here with any vexation, if I could use that word, because I know I don't care at this point. I'm coming from a place and a perspective of teaching you something. You're about to lose the best thing that ever rolled up in your life because you took it for granted. It's some husbands right now, you about to lose, no, never mind yet, you about to lose your job. Get this then. You about to lose a good job because you took it for granted. Oh yeah, you about to lose a good wife. You know why? Because you took it for granted. You about to lose a good husband. Why? You took it for granted. You about to get thrown out your mama's house because you taking it for granted. You won't throw out no trash. You won't pay no bills. You won't help do nothing but gimme. It's a selfish individual that has an expectation that they did not work hard for. You have a sense of entitlement. Did you know people that take you for granted have a sense of entitlement? Okay, the numbers are growing. Click, tag, and share because I'm going somewhere. It's the sense of entitled that I'm entitled to this because why? You need me. Oh, when did you get that memo? They don't need you. They don't need you. It kills me because people who have a strong sense of entitlement, they want you to give them something that they didn't work for. And when they get it, because you're a good-hearted person, they take you for granted and say, no, you supposed to do this. You supposed to have my dinner ready. I could come in at 4 o'clock in the morning and you better not say nothing. Oh, you my mother. You supposed to take care of me. Not after 18. Not after 19. Just because you lost your car don't mean you got to come and get mine and don't come back. Just because you lost where you live because you decided you didn't pay your rent, it's a sense of obligation that God himself is vexed with. Just because I'm your wife and I said I'm going to love you to death do you part, don't mean that you got to put me in my deathbed before I get there by driving me crazy, always being disrespectful, coming in late. Do you think I got to deal with you and your mistress all the time? You have lost your mind. Whether I got children with you or not, don't mean I got to sit up there and take it. This is not me and Fred's segment of the message. Just because you my husband, don't mean I got to sit up there and take you mishandling me. Come on now. At some point in time, good-hearted people, we got to be accountable and say, maybe we made these people think that we really need them. Now watch this. I'm going to tell you what happened and why good-hearted people are always being taken advantage of. Hold on. Wife, you're not exempt. Just because you know how to drop it low or whatever it is that you do, don't mean that your husband got to sit up there and watch you be disrespectful on social media or any type of platform with his friends or nobody. Stop disrespecting good-hearted people because it's about to end because you brought this on yourself. Hold on. Don't get on social media and kick their back in because you done did this to yourself. See, that's why God said, now here we go. Let me put on my collar if I got to do that. Pride cometh before a fall because you so arrogant you ain't about to see the crash. Hold on. Now, let me get back to what I'm saying. The good-hearted people, there's a level of us that has to be accountable because we give from an unusual place. Even the Bible says the greatest among you is the servant, and because we serve people, we serve the Lord with gladness, we give from a place that's unusual to you because you're too selfish to realize we're doing this unto the glory of God. Now watch this. You have to understand that when you allow people to keep taking you for granted, it means that you keep giving them chance after chance after chance to not just get it right, but to fix their life. Because there's a level in you that want good for more than people than what they see for themselves. And that can drive you crazy. So what you do is you keep saying to your son, listen, I'm trying to help you. You say to your daughter, listen, I'm trying to help you. The people you work with, man, you know you keep coming in here late. You keep coming in here high. You keep coming in here with alcohol on your breath. I'm trying to cover for you. I can't do this no more. Bam, 3,000 people in the sound of my voice. Put it in somebody's inbox. Son, I want you to make it. You got to pay child support. Daughter, look, I want you to get it together. I want you to go to school. I want you to do everything. I'm trying. And you're giving from a place that is called pure. And they don't understand it because it ain't in them to see it. You have to understand. Somebody said, I'm hollering, Missy, listen to me. 3,000 people on the side of my face could tag and share because it's going to make sense. People get tired. And so the Bible said the greatest among you is a servant. And you're serving them and they're taking everything that's on their plate. And while you are serving them, you are depleted, giving them something because you really want them to make it. Nah, we ain't doing that no more. Nah, I ain't about that life no more. If you give a monkey enough rope, eventually it'll hang itself. I want to talk about that for a moment. The line which the monkey entangles itself in is a line that he could use to jump rope. Watch this. The monkey could use to catch something and use it as a lasso. The monkey could use the rope to go help somebody. The monkey could use the rope to climb up the tree. But what the monkey does, it sits and it becomes foolish in what's in its hands. And what the monkey does, it begins to forget about the wisdom. It begins to play. It plays with what is in its hands that could be a useful tool to help it get higher. But what the monkey does, it entangles itself. And instead of using the tool for good, the pride of it, because it's in my hands, plays with it and it chokes itself to death. You people that's taking people for granted, you've just done that. And so when you give a monkey enough rope, eventually it'll hang itself because it doesn't realize the useful tool that's in its hands. You took your mother for granted. Don't get mad at her when she says, I'm not helping you no more. You took your father for granted. Don't get mad at him. Hold on, this is not everybody's segment of the message. You took your co-workers for granted. She always covering for you. He always covering for you. And now you in trouble and you ain't got no job. And so now you want to cry. No, don't cry now. See, you took your wife for granted. And so now when she says, I'm leaving you, after warning you several times, I'm getting tired. Don't cry now. You took your husband for granted when he says, I'm getting a little tired. I need your help. See, don't cry now. See, the warning comes before destruction. And most of you are walking in destruction because you did not heed the warning when they said, look, you can't keep doing this. Hold on, don't get mad at me because I really don't care. I'm from Brooklyn and I know that don't make no sense to you, but it make a whole lot of sense to people that could get these hands. But wait a minute, let me help you for a moment. You did it to yourself. And so now we have this social media platform that when people finally say that they've had enough, you go on social media and now you want to act tough. You weren't acting tough when you were supposed to do what you were supposed to do when I gave you the tools to succeed. You weren't so tough when you came to me and asked me to help you. Not me per se. I'm saying your mama. See, you said, Mommy, I need, and she gave. And because you took her for granted, you can't get mad at her and go on social media and blast your mama. You can't get mad at your wife that said, look, you better stop coming in here. You better stop sleeping with all these women. You better stop. You better stop. You got to understand that people, the warning sign is stop. Stop while you ahead because you're about to crash and burn. And it ain't going to be my fault. Because truth be told, the person that you taking for granted, you're going to need them before they need you anyhow. They've said stop. Stop it already. Stop it already. Stop taking your wife for granted. Stop taking your husband for granted. Please stop taking your parent for granted. They're saying stop it. Why is hey, your good co-worker. Yo, people got some good paying jobs that ain't nobody going to pay them and they taking it for granted. Guess what? Nah. You got to stop this. When your mother say pack up, you got 60 days. You can't get mad at her because she been trying to help you for years. When your wife say, yo, we ain't doing this no more, sign on the dotted line, you can't get mad at her. You did it to yourself. When your husband tell you, look, I'm leaving, I'm going to take care of my kids, but I can't do this no more, you did it to yourself. Nobody wants to be accountable. Everybody wants what they want. And this is why people can't get along. They can't get along to get along. They can't live together. There is no peace. Everything is shattered because you got one people that's giving and they tired. And you about to lose the best thing that ever happened to you. You're about to lose the best job that ever happened to you. The best friendship. You're about to lose the relationship with your parent because you're taking them for granted. And people are tired. They're tired. People, and I'm gonna say this because there's a song that says backstabbers. They always say, I'm not ashamed by who stabbed me in the back. I'm appalled by the person that's holding the knife. That's the song, Backstabbers. And sometimes you wake up, everybody that's feel like they're being taken advantage of. You ain't shocked. You ain't shocked at all. You knew that was their character because you had a relationship with them and you saw their selfishness from a mile and you decided, nah, I ain't gonna cut it off. Child, it's a new day. Some of us got to just stop the bleeding and say, yo, forget that. Yo, in my DNA, there's an anointment, not an anointing, an anointment. There's an anointment that is predicated on scissors. I suggest you anoint yours today. Because most of you who are under the sound of my voice, I've got almost 4,000 people, click, tag, and share. You need to not cut everybody off. Cut the ones off that's taking you for granted. Let them feel it. Since you can't appreciate it, I'm going to cut you off, and then you'll know that, dang, I messed up. Eventually, the people that's taking you for granted, they got to wake up and realize, if I did this over here, I can't do this over here. And maybe if they get in something better or something else, they'll appreciate that they don't have to be here. Do you think, and I'm going to say this, everybody that feel this right now, just give the emoji tears, because people are crying because you might have did it to yourself, because you realize I knew what type of person they was when I let them in my space. But here's the thing. You ain't got to keep them there. Who said that you had to keep them there because they're your son or your daughter? Who said you had to keep them there because you employed them? Who said you had to keep them there because y'all got a lifelong friendship? Who said it? Because most people are malnourished because that's the level in which you gave them. You gave them your time, so therefore you're not managing it appropriately because they get all of it. Most people, you've given them your finances and you can't get ahead because you've depleted it trying to get them. Okay, God, I hear you. You've given them the creativity in your mind, and so now you've given them creativity, and now they don't have the appreciativeness to say thank you for helping with this. They tell you, you did it anyway because we family. Nah, forget all that. Most people, you are depleted because your heart is shattered, because you give it from a place of love. Love gives, but your mind needs to work and be smarter. I've got almost 4,000 people under the sound of my voice. And let me say this to you. Y'all done took good-hearted people for granted. And now you got to eat that. You got to wear that. So get out of their house. Get out of their life. And get out of their place of business. Because what you did, you took them for granted. What blew my mind is when I got a phone call and someone said, Jameliah, I feel is taking me for granted. Me? Go click, tag, and share. Let me go deeper. 3,500 people who are under the sound of my voice. Click, tag, and share. You talking about me? Nah, I'm a giver. I give from an unusual place. What I did is I gave you an opportunity, and you took the opportunity, and you became big-headed. Watch this. Now I understand why God can't bless people. Because when you bless people, or if you're in a position to help them go higher, they take it for granted and feel a sense of entitlement or you did this because of what? There's some people you don't even understand. God is saying, see, I can't bless them because if I bless them, they're going to take the same blessing that I gave them and not give it unto God and say, God, I'm honored to serve you because you gave me an opportunity. People get big-headed. Got big-headed. So now, I'm going to let God bless you. Yeah. Let God bless them. Yeah. See, that's why I understand when God said promotion comes on high. Because when promotion comes on high, you stay in a place of humility that he can elevate you. And so when you begin to do God's job and say, I'm going to help them, I'm going to give them, God says, hold on. They're going to hurt you. They're going to bite you, but hold on for a minute. I'm going to heal their pain. But what I want you to do is release them and let me do it this time. See, that's what y'all see now in the marriage that I got right now. God elevated in due time. And most of you need to get out of God's way and let him do it, because you frustrating yourself trying to make people better, and they think they bigger now. No. Hold on, arrogant people. This is your segment of the message. Your arrogance lost you a good job. Your arrogance Yeah, a good wife. Your arrogance, yeah, a good husband. Your arrogance, a good friendship. You know good well Friday come, she still take you out. You'll never pay no tab. You'll never give her a ride. You'll never watch her kids, but you always want to bring your kids over there. They eat up all your snacks. You know good well you don't say, watch my kids. Here's $20 because I know they're going to eat up all your fruit snack, especially little John. He'll eat up everything whether it's cooked or not. Matter of fact, he 3 and he know how to cook a whole steak. He getting your good Kobe steaks and he frying them. And you don't even have the sense and sensibility to say, here's $20 for help watching my kids while I get an education. You picking me up for church every Sunday. You mean to tell me, yeah, I do it unto the glory of God, but it'd be nice if you just give me $20 for gas, but I got to make a pit stop while you go to McDonald's and buy a Happy Meal for all the kids in the back that leave their Happy Meals in the back of my car. At least you can say, here's $3 for a toll of gas. It's true. Here your mama, she taking her good fixed income, helping your black tail, and you don't even say, Ma, let me give you, go give me a job so I can help pay some of the light bills. I may not be able to help you with all of the rent, but let me pay some of the rent. Here you are, just taking, just snoring in her house. You snoring harder than she is. You got spit all over her sheets. You won't even do the laundry, and you sit, really? You in her You in her house smoking all your weed. She said, please, son, don't smoke weed up in my house. Please don't do that. Man, you mind your business. Really? For real? You taking her for granted. Your wife say, baby, please, can you just stop coming in here? Can you just, if you, listen, if she even being nice, slow something, can you not cheat on me no more? And can you please stop having an affair? You gonna ask him to stop doing something that rightfully he shouldn't do? Can brothers, you too? Can you please stop flirting with the man in the church? Could you stop flirting with him? Could you stop flirting? Nah, get rid of them jokers. Because if they don't respect you enough to take you and say, I honor you, it's time for them to go. I got 3,700 people that I need you to click, tag, and share because I need to go a little bit deeper. Stop taking people for granted. They warn you already. You've got, you look upon shot. They licking shots. Booyaka, they saying, stop this now. And your arrogance is saying, you ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to get rid of me. I need you. Nah. I'm going to show you. Take everybody, you holding your cellular device, right? Hold your cellular device. Raise your hand. Raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. Yeah, everybody doing that? Now hold your cellular device. Go and click, tag, and share. And hold your cellular device. New season, new me. Y'all saying it? We doing the oath. New season, new me. I'm getting rid of everybody. Say it again. Come on. New season, new me. I'm getting rid of everybody. Say it one more time. Here we go. New season, new me. I'm getting rid of everybody. We getting rid of everybody that is taking us for granted. If you live in your mama's house, get out of it. If you over 18 and you could get a job, you got 30 days to get out of her house. I'm talking to the ones that ain't, if you going to school and you going to college and you doing something with yourself, I get it. If you a daughter, if you know you got the grandbabies, just because you got the grandbabies and you're living in your mama's house, don't mean you can lay up there rent free. She is not your babysitter. That means that you don't tell her, watch these kids, I'm coming back, and you going to the club because, ladies, the COVID is over. It ain't over yet. It's a new variant. Pay attention. And so I'm going out. No, you don't lay up in your mama's house. Now, whatever y'all do is whatever y'all do. You ain't laying up in her house. Don't get mad at your mama because she won't accept your stupid ways. You mad at her and you forget that she done loved you for all these years, and now you done come inside this new lifestyle and you done come into your own in whatever way you think your own is, because you don't got your own until you get your own. You don't got your own until you get your own. That means you got the keys. You can do whatever you please up in your house. But you don't get mad because I'm your mother and you got to, no, your mother ain't got to do nothing. Honor her. Your wife ain't got to do nothing. Yeah, because you took an oath don't mean that you take me for granted because I took an oath in front of all these people. I ain't take an oath to be stupid. I ain't take an oath to come home with all type of diseases. You done got a yeast infection. You want to just sit over a pine cone or a cactus and just scratch because he done got all kind of diseases up in your house. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to do that. So what? We friends. I ain't gotta sit up there and let you take me for granted because we friends. I don't know who said all of this stuff in precedent, but because you serve the Lord with gladness, don't mean you gotta drive yourself crazy in the process. It says serve the Lord with gladness, not people like that. Serve people who can replenish you in the process. That means both of us are gonna benefit from helping each other. 4,000 people who are under the sound of my prophetic voice. I'm seeing it from here. I am saying to you, you have a choice. Stop living like you don't. People will take you for granted and they will take everything from you because you won't stop your own bleeding. Tell your grown son that's cussing you out, your grown daughter that's cursing you out, we still gonna be mother, daughter, father, daughter, whatever situation y'all got in a different zip code. I still can love you because I come to the understanding I love you, but we can't live together. You still a good mother. I love you, but we can't live together. I love you, but we can't be together. Just because I love you don't mean we got to be together because I'm losing everything trying to help you help yourself. And this ain't working. Somebody right now, yeah, y'all breaking up today. Somebody, oh yeah, this your last day. Oh yeah, this is your last Sunday. This is your last, oh, this your, yeah, I'm done. At some point in time, everybody got to be accountable. Two people here. The person that's taking you for granted, they got to be accountable, but they're not going to do that. You keep giving. You got to be accountable. Yeah, I keep giving. Two people got to be accountable, and two people got to do something. And since they keep taking from you and they won't do anything, you got to do something. I know it's going to hurt. I got 4,000 people. I need you to click, tag, and share now. You have taken them for granted for the last time. You have taken your mother for granted for the last time. You taken your father for granted for the last time. You took your husband for granted for the last time. You took your wife for granted for the last time. You took your co-worker for granted for the last time. You've taken your job for granted for the last time. You have taken your friends for granted for the last time. You took your family members for granted for the last time. And you definitely have taken God for granted for the last time. Now, here's a prophetic warning. Whatsoever a man sow, that shall he reap. You got to reap it because it's you. It ain't them. And now you want to have a change attitude and not realize, well, what did I do to change or give us attitude towards me to make them cut off the supply, cut them off, cut the family off, cut whatever it is that you got to cut off to get your sanity. What did you do? You. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to a person that used you. You got to ask yourself, what did I do? I did not heed the warning when they were crying. I didn't heed the warning when they was telling me this ain't going to end. You about to hit a brick wall. I'm going to throw you out. We getting a divorce. We going to get a separation. We ain't going to be friends no more. I let you pass the last time. They're tired of holding your secrets. They're tired of holding your bag. They're tired of being a watering hole. They're tired of you talking about them like a dog when you tell them no. They're tired of you getting on social media, ranting, venting because your light bulb went off and you said, I'm not doing this no more. They're tired of your mess and they've finally come to the conclusion, and this is your final warning. I'm done. I got 4,000 people who are under the sound of my prophetic voice, and this is a warning. You did this to yourself. They didn't do it. You did it because you took them for granted, and you should have appreciated. You should have been grateful. You should have handled them better. You should have did better. Now, watch and see. You ain't gonna never find nobody to do you better, treat you better, pay you better. You ain't gonna find nobody because people who are genuine are priceless. People who serve with a pure heart are priceless. And you could not see the value in them. You took them for granted, and now guess who got to pay? You do. You do. So when you sitting in a house by yourself and you lost a good wife, every man says, I lost a good thing. You women who didn't handle your husband right, and now he gone, and he looking much better, you somewhere trying to figure it out saying, I should have treated them right. You that lost a good job, that ain't gonna pay you that, you're gonna feel it then. This is a warning. And this warning goes out to everybody that's mishandling good people and you taking them jokers for granted. It's payback time. And God said, vengeance is mine and I shall repay. Reap it and shut up. 4,000 people who understand my voice. I'm Pastor Jameliah Gooden. Follow your girl.